This is not anger. This is accounting. No names, no flags, no fiction. Only structure and what it does to truth.
Same clips surface right after ceasefire's cool. Same cadence, same questions, different kids at the pool. Not during chaos, not when facts are raw, but when memory softens, that's when stories drop. No dates on the screen, no sources in sight, just conclusions wrapped as curiosity light. They don't argue loud, they don't need to fight. They whisper a frame and call it insight. That's not coincidence, that's discipline. That's narrative arriving already confident. This is not patriotism. This is laundering belief. This is not truth telling. This is engineer relief. Say it calm, say it clean, say it global, say it brief. Let the accent do the work, so the lie sounds like proof. They don't ask to learn, they ask to lead. A question shaped to plant a seed. Remove the timeline, crop the cause, then sell the gap as moral pause. If context dies, suspicion lies. That's how a question becomes a verdict. Curiosity framed with a loaded end. Not what happened, but who should been. That's not inquiry, that's direction. A sentence built to skip reflection. English is clearance, fluency is rank. If you can't answer here, you don't make the plank. Global tone, local silence, hierarchy hidden as compliance. Language isn't evidence, but it's sold like weight. Not to explain reality, to decide whose voice is late. It's not about speaking well, it's about who gets heard. A linguistic border masquerading as a word. Not what you say, but where you say it from. Not what you show, but what you leave undone. If truth needs permission, it's already gone. Sure. Children front frame, fighter jets in the back. Flag set the verdict before thought can react. Emotion goes live, logic gas for air. That's not journalism, that's influence for pair. Who questions a child without looking cruel? That's the shield, that's the rule. Emotion guards the gate, so numbers never circulate. Tears on display, accounts off screen. That's how innocence keeps systems clean. Nobody follows the money trail shown. Nobody asks how whole districts get grown. Powers rise fast from offshore streams, while families fall apart behind digital screens. Jobs pitched online with contracts and lies. Passports collected, freedom denied. Locked behind steel, forced to scam day and night. Obey or get beaten, reside or erased from sight. This isn't rumor, this isn't lore. It's documented abuse across concrete floors. A fraud makes money builds cities. Cities attract capital demands quiet. Quiet buys weapons enforce order buries bodies and causes stability. Billions extracted, cemented as growth, whitewashed as progress. While victims lose both, banks take deposits. Investors stay clean, officials say complex. Still tax every scheme, ask why small market needs casinos and roads. More floors than demand, more cash than it shows. When gambling fades, the buildings remain. Rebranded operations, same lock gate. If it was leisure, why barbed wire views? If it was tourists, why labor crews? That's the ratio, that's the math. Ask what survives after the ban. The cleaner didn't plan it, the clerk didn't design it, the student didn't order it, but someone built a system where none of them had to ask it. Distance reduces guilt, not gain. Silence reduces risk, not blame. You don't pull the trigger to live off the gun. You just have to stand where the profits run. That's not innocence, that's alignment. A benefit enjoyed through quiet assignment. If stolen lives fund force and civilians pay the cost, what do you call the power that knew and still endorsed? Neutral doesn't invest in the ground. Neutral doesn't trade when crimes are found. Neutral doesn't arm the hand that enforces calm while the source of cash stays unexamined. If you knew Bill traded arms, then called yourself neutral. That's not a position, that's a disguise. Neutrality isn't silence, neutrality is refusal. Anything else is approval with a suit and tie. Silence is not innocent, silence is a role. If you benefit quietly, you're already involved. You point at monsters, call them demons, but have you checked your hands? What fed you, what you accepted? Evil doesn't always burn cities, sometimes it balances budgets. So don't ask where the devil is. Ask who you were standing next to. Yeah, neutrality ends where profit begins. Yeah, where profit begins.
begins.